Chat. What they do. It's boy Flock. Back with another video. Today, we high off meth. I ain't even gonna lie. I am high off meth right now. If you know what I mean. Chirac's most evil backdoor females. Funa. You feel me? I'll be fucking with Funa videos, man. Close that back door, you might get snaked out by your homie. Free smirk, man. Let's do it. Let's see what poppin'. What's going on in the rack?
Sometimes the people we trust the most
are the ones
we
Brooks?
fear. In a city like Chicago, you can't trust anyone.
100.
Just because a girl has a pretty face doesn't mean there's not a demon living within her. In today's video, we'll be breaking down.
These girls got pretty faces? Come on, chat. Be 100. Come on now. Don't say that and then, you know what? Motherfuckers might think I'm an ugly ass motherfucker too, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
3 wild
and they
stories.
probably some mass fucking murderers, so I'm gonna chill the fuck out. I apologize. I ain't even gonna lie. As a matter of fact, I take all that shit back. I'm sorry.
Women that betrayed the trust of the men in their lives and set them up to be killed. But before we get into the video, please be sure to like and subscribe.
What's happened to my dog, man? Eupora Jackson.
Our first story covers a woman named Eupora Jackson. Eupora was from Chicago, Illinois.
Okay.
More specifically, the Englewood neighborhood.
Englewood.
She was a shady character and would steal from people.
Okay.
One day, she stole from the wrong person.
Who was that?
Eupora stole a gun from a man, and once the man found out, he wanted repayment. Eupora would eventually come up with an evil plan to pay off her debt. While living a double life, Eupora was dating a man named Eric Hamilton.
Okay.
She knew that Eric kept a decent amount of marijuana in his apartment, and she knew it was enough to repay her debt. She contacted the man she owed money to, and they came up with a plan. On July 26, 2019...
Why she ain't just give the nigga the gun back? Are you serious? He would have burned her? What?
Eupora and Eric returned to his apartment around 4 a.m. after attending a party with friends. Once they got inside the apartment, Eupora opened up a window and texted the man she owed money the address and instructions on how to find the marijuana in the back room. When the man entered the apartment, he confronted Eric in the bedroom and shot him multiple times, including in the forehead. Eupora heard Eric still making noises after he had been shot, so she grabbed a pillow and covered his face with it. She then stole the marijuana with her accomplice and fled the scene. At some point after the murder, she posted to her Facebook account that she was selling a 9mm handgun. The weapon that killed Eric was a 9mm handgun.
This bitch tried to sell the murder weapon on Facebook? Oh, these motherfuckers. Oh, they dumb.
Her behavior led police to suspect her, and she was eventually arrested. Eupora confessed everything to the police, and she was charged with first-degree murder.
Gang, D&D me, please. Because why am I getting OC notifications right now, bro? Nothing don't ring ever. I don't got no friends. The hell going on, bro?
Ultimately sentenced to 25 years in prison. 25. A debt from an unnecessary situation that a woman brought upon herself was enough for her to arrange the cold-blooded murder of her boyfriend.
So she backdoored her boyfriend because she stole a zootie from another nigga. And he wanted the zootie back, or he wanted a payment, so she set up her boyfriend to get robbed and get the trap kicked in. Oh, you lame ass. And then you got caught because you tried to sell a pistol on Facebook. You was a lame ass thought. No cap. No cap.
They were preteens who shared a friendship into adulthood. Tonight, one of them is accused of brutally murdering the other in Naperville, then dumping his body in Chicago. CBS 2's Chelsea Irving walks us through the investigation.
A boy and a girl in middle school, forming a friendship that would last more than a decade. But prosecutors say that girl, now 21-year-old Cassandra Green of Rockford, would grow up to kill her friend.
Our next story involves an evil mother that convinced her son's girlfriend to backdoor her childhood friend. One day, In January of 2018, a woman named Cassandra Green was scrolling through social media when she saw an old childhood friend had made posts showing off money and drugs. The old friend that she saw was a man named Michael Almendarez. Cassandra was sitting next to her boyfriend named Ernest Collins and his mother named Candace Jones. Cassandra showed both of them the posts. The mother, Candace's eyes lit up as soon as she saw the post, as she realized she had a valuable target on her hands. She became fixated on robbing him for everything he had. Candace talked the couple into it, then sent them to rob Michael's apartment on 4 different occasions, but they failed each time.
What
Frustrated
the fuck?
with the failure, she gave her son Ernest a gun and devised a new plan to try to rob Michael again. And
I hired an AI personal
Nigga,
assistant
what
to
the
do
fuck?
literally everything for me. I was lazy today.
Boy,
So in the morning,
y'all last went on that mission 4 times and failed 4 times, and y'all still trying to go rob Buddy? Why y'all ain't just switch it up? Maybe that's God trying to tell y'all that if y'all do this jig, the jig is up. Like, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh.
and shoot him when he
Tighten
got in their
up.
car. Since Michael and Cassandra were
Tighten up.
childhood friends, they all knew that she could easily convince him to link up with her, and that's exactly what she did. On January 14th, 2018, at around 9:11 p.m., Michael received a message from Cassandra arranging for her to come pick him up in her car. Shortly after receiving the message, Cassandra arrived at Michael's apartment and he hopped into her vehicle. Cassandra then drove around for 5 minutes when the boyfriend, Ernest, emerged from hiding in the back of the car and shot Michael twice in the back of the head. The couple then traveled to
Wait,
the mother.
what? I didn't hear that.
Cassandra arrived at Michael's apartment and he hopped into her vehicle. After receiving the message, Cassandra arrived at Michael's apartment and he hopped into her vehicle.
Run it back one more time.
Message from Cassandra arranging for her to come pick him up in her car.
Okay.
Shortly after receiving the message, Cassandra arrived at Michael's apartment and he hopped into her vehicle.
Okay.
Cassandra then drove around for 5 minutes when the boyfriend, Ernest, emerged from hiding in the back of the car and shot Michael twice in the back of the head. The couple then traveled to the mother Candace's house in Chicago. There, they came up with a plan to hide the body. They placed Michael's body in a garbage can and then put the garbage can in Candace's garage. They later moved the garbage can to the garage of the vacant house next to her home. The following day, Ernest and Cassandra took Michael's keys and robbed his apartment. On January 14, 2018, Naperville police officers responded to a call on Whispering Hills Drive regarding a missing Naperville resident. After receiving this call, they launched an investigation into Michael's disappearance. His body wouldn't be discovered until several months later after police probed reports they received of a foul smell coming from a vacant home. After a short investigation, all 3 defendants were identified and apprehended.
They left
Candace
the
was taken
fucking
into
body in a fucking trash can next to that in the next door neighbor house for how long? Oh, they tripping.
custody
Oh, yeah,
on
tripping.
February 6, 2019 in Chicago.
These folks wanna
while
go to
Ernest
jail.
and Cassandra were taken into custody
What are you
on
doing?
February 4th, 2019 in Rockford. Ernest was ultimately sent.
Man, I don't know if I just watch too much TV, but in the TV shows I be watching, they be getting rid of that body. They be disposing of that body. You know what I'm saying? For y'all to leave the body in the trash can next door in an empty house, are y'all crazy? Are y'all crazy? And you about to blow me. What is this? What is this haircut? What, bruh, did y'all have to shoot him? Bruh, y'all had him right where y'all wanted him to rob him, and y'all still killed him. Close that back door, you might get snaked out by your homie, for real.
70 years in prison for murder and an additional 28 years for armed robbery. Candace received a 40-year sentence for murder and 21 years for armed robbery. Both will serve their time in the Illinois Department of Corrections. Cassandra got the least time of them all. She received a 21-year sentence after agreeing to plead guilty to 1 count of armed robbery with a firearm in exchange for her cooperation. A couple thousand in drug money was enough for a woman to arrange the murder of her childhood friend and a mother to convince her son to kill.
That's a damn shame. R.I.P. that boy, man. That's crazy, bro. I think this is
The
the
last
last one we
story
got.
involves
Yeah.
a woman that taunted her baby daddy's ops then leaked his address on social media to intentionally get him killed. In March of 2024, a woman going by the name Marlene Romero on Facebook made a shocking post on her account. She posted, "My baby daddy got the weakest ops. He just keeps coming home alive and untouched. And he snitch on half of y'all, and he rob half of y'all. Anyways, he is not located in 4250 North Kimball. I repeat, he is not." Marlene
What the? Yo, this is the ultimate gaslighter. She just took gaslighting to a different level. Shawty go, "My baby daddy got the weakest ops. He just keep coming home alive and untouched. Ain't he snitch on half of y'all? Ain't he rob half y'all? Anyway, he is not located at 4250 North Kimball. I repeat, he is not. Sleeping on them." Oh, ultimate. Oh, she went. Oh, she took it there.
4250 North Kimball. I repeat, he is not. Marlene clearly had bad blood with her baby father, a man named Bernardo Romero. It's rumored that she stabbed him in the past, leading to an arrest. Shortly after Marlene leaked his location, Bernardo's ops would come after him. On March 17, 2024,
That boy Bernardo had ops, for
Bernardo
real?
was on his front porch when two
Them
masked
boys
men
walked down in some retro 12s.
foot confronted him and pulled out their guns. They shot him 5 times in the chest. The
Damn.
shooters then fled the scene on foot and drove away in a white SUV. At the time of making this video, no arrests have been made, and the police have not officially linked Marlene's Facebook post to the murder.
What?
Chicago
How
is
not?
truly a grimy city.
Bro,
As soon as
she dropped the whole everything. How? What? Are you tripping?
backdoor activity is at an all-time high. RIP to Eric Hamilton, Michael
RIP to all them
Almendarez,
boys.
and Bernardo Romero.
That's crazy, man.
Let me know what you guys think about.
Look, what I think about this shit, Funa, you can't trust nobody. Nobody. You can't trust your mama. You can't trust your girlfriend. You can't trust your childhood friend. You can't trust nobody. You cannot trust nobody. You feel me? And if you feel that shaky little feeling in your stomach and you feel like something off, something is off. No, you're not tripping. No, you're not high and paranoid. When something off, something off. Look, man, y'all be safe. Stop trusting these bops. Keep that fire on you at all times. Don't never let nobody sit behind you. You feel me? And yeah. Catch y'all boys on the next one, man.
We got double cups, yeah. I'm back sipping the mud. I'm abusing all these drugs. She keep asking where her hug at. I'm like, where the plug? All these hoes be for the. I rolled 3 5s in the wood. What you say? What you say? I done fell in love with a dance.